today that's getting you again to think big picture. Okay.
What? Is it a time to jest and dally now? In Year 12 English, we'll be finding out what this quote really means. I'm Emily Belt. This year in Year 12 English, what are you studying?
We're studying King Henry IV, Part 1, for English.
Very nice. Are you enjoying it at the moment?
So far, it's so good. The book's great. We finished reading the book. Now we're just exploring it in depth.
This is Jazz. In class today, what have you learnt?
The more important subplots of King Henry. We're discussing what's more important and what adds to the plot more.
What do you think the most important subplot is?
I would say the subplot of Hal's reformation and the rebuilding of his relationship with his father.
This is Mr. Stevenson. How would you explain the quote, "What? Is it time to jest and dally now?"
Yeah, thanks. That quote in the context of the play as a whole probably represents that pivotal transition between Falstaff and Hal, where we're seeing Falstaff who's not able to fit into the battle, whereas Hal, having thrown off his past life, is able to play the role of the prince that he was destined to do.
What do you think is the most difficult thing about it?
I think understanding the language is really hard because it's all sort of old and you don't really know what's going on. So I think studying the translated version is really helpful.
We're exploring the themes, the relationships that the characters have, the message that Shakespeare was trying to say in this book.
I think the themes are really clear and the teachers make it really clear to you exactly what they are.
He asks the class questions, so he makes us think about the answers so that we're thinking and not just being told what the answer is.
How do you justify that it's actually the other way around? Shaheen, go. Rebut for us, Shaheen.
So with the play within the play, it's not essentially...
What's the most favourite technique of your teacher's teaching, such as working in groups or showing the movie or reading from the English translated version?
I think probably working in groups because you get to hear everyone's opinion and sort of discuss it and even argue it if you have to, and then Mr. Stevenson kind of levels it out so we get one opinion across the whole class.
What were you trying to achieve in that lesson?
That lesson was kind of all about having kids think about the text from a big picture perspective. So we're giving them a number of different events or different characters, and by asking them to rank those in order of significance, it forces them to think about all the different sides to it, all the different facets, and justify their thinking. So they've actually got to argue, debate with one another and come to reasons why they're saying this character is more important than this character because of this. And so it actually gets them breaking down the text, thinking big picture, building those critical thinking skills, that kind of stuff that's so important when you're looking at a text, to understand it from a whole and to be able to justify your thinking about it with the text itself. Soliloquy in the play within the play. Have you had Hal's soliloquy above the play within the play? Which groups had that regardless?